we could find a time for you to reference the school. Like I said, it's crazy piece of beginner level. And because it's seventh graders. So.
Yeah, thanks. I'll check it out.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, thank you. And I will send you music first thing tomorrow.
Okay.
Because, and I brought, like, I brought a little bit. However, but I think one was like it's playing like or McDonald's in the Flying Trapeze. And the other is like it's just a cage.
Right.
And it's it's like the Minuet and G. That's so crazy easy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Hal.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you haven't been following us for a while, this particular concert is our Patron's Choice concert. So at our last normal concert in November, we had a auction for the 7 slots on our program for tonight. And the first one was won by Mr. Terry Powell. Terry, where are you? There he is in the back, right there. Okay, yeah. Thank you for your support. Great piece, too. Great starter. All the rest of the pieces tonight, you'll see the patron's name, and I'll try to introduce them before we play each piece. But that one was really fun. And I'd like to give a special thank you to our percussion section back there. One of the reasons is, and the other reason why I'm speaking, is they have time to get set up back there. And it's a lot of back and forth, right? And they did a really great job. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Saturday Night Live sketch with Will Ferrell, and they're in the studio recording, and he just says, "I've got a fever for more cowbell," right? There's the cowbell right there. He did a great job. Great job. Yeah. So if you aren't familiar with Neil Diamond's music, what we played there was America, Sweet Caroline, You Don't Bring Me Flowers, Cherry Cherry, and I'm a Believer. So the next piece is Martin Gonzalez here? He's not here. So I think his daughter plays in the band. Just wave. Yeah. That's Stephanie. So he picked this next piece, which is from Gustav Holst's suite for orchestra called The Planets. Many of you may have heard this before. I know we've done it with the Amarillo Symphony a number of times. It's one of the staples in the symphonic literature that's out there. So this one is Jupiter, the Bringer of Jollity. And so I hope you enjoy this. You probably will recognize it. It's been in a number of movies. This one and another one on this list for tonight's concert are on NPR's top 10 list. So I hope you enjoy Jupiter. Our next patron is Adam Snow. Adam, you can wave at everyone. Adam was very generous and sponsored 2 pieces on this program. Before we get started, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. This is a 3-movement piece, typical style for wind band. It's a tribute to the band literature of Granger, Holst, which we just performed, and Vaughan Williams. And if you enjoy their music, we know that you'll love this one as well. The composers based the piece on Irish street ballads, and the Celtic mood is just delightful here. It was commissioned by the Normal Community West High School Band in Normal, Illinois. I wonder if they're normal. I don't know. Lisa Preston was the director that commissioned this, and it was written in 1996 and premiered in April of that year with the composer conducting. It's based on the composer's impressions of 3 poems found in a collection of 18th century Irish ballads. We're going to give you an example of how the composer takes a normal song. Like we'll see this again with Benjamin Yowell's piece, the Takeda Lullaby, a little bit later, where they take a normal popular piece of the time and transcribe it for band. So what Adam's going to do here is he's going to play you the song from the 2nd movement of this work, and so you can kind of get an idea of how it translates from voice and guitar over to wind band. So, Adam?
So, this piece, my mother, and she hardly ever missed a concert for the over 20 years that I have been with the band. And this was the last piece that she picked out for one of our previous concerts. As usually happens,
Now we're almost near the place is dreamlessly, and he waits bitter tears to his cries are ending, as he looks upon a lady, a swan glided by, and the sun slowly sinking in the brightness of the sky. Her white apron wrapped around her, I took her, fair swan, but my heart should decide. I saw my woman gone.
The next piece is Elsa's Procession to the Cathedral, originally written by Richard Wagner. And our patron for this one is Mr. Cowbell himself, James Baker. James, you can wave in the back if you'd like. Just wave. Yeah, that's him. He may be hard of hearing. He's a percussionist. It's okay. Many of you have come to our concerts before, and we've talked about Wagner and his works and why it's still important today. Just kind of a little overview. Wagner created what we use in Hollywood today for movies, leitmotifs, special effects that we still use in the theater today. Flying rigs, like if you've ever seen Peter Pan, kind of invented those flying rigs. They had trap doors, they had special effects like fireworks going off on stage, dry ice, and they turn on a valve to put water on it, and the dry ice would create the smoke on stage. Things like that, and people would come from all over the place to listen to what he called, not operas, but the German music drama, basically. And what was different between opera and what Wagner was writing is Wagner thought the music was more important than the people that were singing on stage. Where in Italian opera, it's about the soprano, right? Or the tenor. You know, we can get into soap operas and stuff like that, talking about characters, but his was the music was more important. So this one gives us kind of this medieval color and pageantry, if you will. And this prefaces Elsa's betrothal to Lohengrin, a mystic knight of the Holy Grail, who comes to deliver the people of modern-day Antwerp from the Hungarian invaders. So this is set for band and he's done a really good job in this transcription. This is part of Wagner striking out with these new and intense musical thoughts, which cultivate and kind of finalize with what they call the ring cycle, the Ring of the Nebula, in which J.R. Tolkien took the storyline for the Lord of the Rings from this German mythology story. So we have Tristan, Parsifal, and the Ring as the other operas that we see, or music dramas that this is taken from. So in the present score, the instrumental solo voices of the original score are exactly paralleled, and then the choral voices are absorbed by the rich instrumental texture of all this Wagnerian color that we'll recreate with the instrumentation of the wind band in front of you. don't know about you, but that invokes movie music to me, right? Just wonderful writing, gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, how many of you know Samuel Barber's Adagio for strings? It's okay to raise your hand. I guess not. Okay, good. One in the back. Thank you. I don't feel so bad now. The Adagio for strings is the other one that's on NPR's top 10 list. And I've told the band that this piece is the most difficult, easy piece to play. And I say that because what is necessary with this piece is to create musicality. Right? We can have computers play music all day for us, but it doesn't have that human, visceral effect and emotion that human players have when they're really, really on their game. This piece itself has been one of my favorites for many, many years. And I wanted to kind of give you a little background of this piece. It was arranged for string orchestra from the second movement of his string quartet, Opus 11. And Barber finished this arrangement in 1936, the same year that he wrote the quartet. It was performed for the first time on November 5th, 1938, by Arturo Toscanini, conducting the NBC Symphony Orchestra in a radio broadcast from the NBC Studio 8H, a very famous studio back in the day. Its reception was generally positive, writing that Adagio for strings is full of pathos and cathartic passion, and it rarely leaves a dry eye. The music is the setting also for Barber's 1967 choral arrangement of Agnus Dei. Now, you may not have heard this before, but it's been used in a lot of films, and I've been told the band that one of my favorite arrangements is of a vocal group called Voces 8, VOCES 8. And if you've got a streaming music service, you can check that out. It's on their album called 20, and lots of really great, there's only 8 of them, and they attempt to create what you'll hear here tonight and in its original string version. The words, Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi miserere nobis, and that line repeats again, which is Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. And then the third line is Agnus Dei, qui tollis peccata mundi, dona nobis pacem, which is Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world, grant us peace. This song has touched my heart. I hope it touches yours as well. And I hope you enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed performing it for you. Thank you. The next piece is the Takeda Lullaby, written by or arranged by Benjamin Yao. This is another Adam Snow selection here. We're not going to have him sing in Japanese tonight, so weren't prepared for that one. This is Takeda no Komoriota. It's a popular Japanese cradle song. Originated in Takeda, Fushimi, Kyoto. And the song has been sung amongst the people of that areas of Kyoto and Osaka in slightly different form for quite some time. And this lullaby, a young girl comforts herself with singing about her miserable situation. One day she's forcibly sent away to work for a rich family at a village across the mountain. And every day she works with a baby on her back and is reminded of her family, looking at the silhouette of the mountains in the direction of her homeland. This piece was commissioned by the 2015 and 16 Wilson Junior High School Band in El Centro, California, with Mr. Mitch Sturman as its director. So it's very unique. You'll hear some wood chimes in the back with this piece as well, and we hope you enjoy it. I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight for this concert. It's always lovely to have people to play for, especially when you spend lots of time rehearsing. So thank you for coming out tonight. And we also give a concert in November and a Christmas benefit concert in December. That's at First Christian Church. The November concert will be here in this facility. You can check us out. There should have a program with the QR codes and things like that on it. We are a 501c3 group. You can check out all of our concerts and events on that website. It's amarillowinds.com. So please feel free to go on and check that out. You can see a lot of really neat information about the band, past performances, and things like that. The last piece tonight, well, really needs no introduction. John Philip Sousa. We normally use one of Sousa's pieces to end our concert in the American bandmaster's tradition. And this patron, if you've been with us for any amount of time, you know that Mr. Wayne Wiley loves Sousa. And I'll leave you with this. The next Patron's Choice auction we have, please try to outbid him. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.